I want to show you two videos about C11. C11 is one of four bills that Justin Trudeau has introduced, passed, or will introduce to censor the internet. C11, which regulates the internet. C18, called the Online News Act, regulates news broadcasters, especially like us. There was a bill in the last parliament called C36 that reintroduces hate crimes. And then there's a bill that has not been introduced yet, but has been released in sort of a pre-bill format, and it's called the Online Harms Act. Taken together, that's four pieces of legislation to censor the internet. That's more legislation, as I like to say, than Trudeau has to deal with the economy, than he has to deal with inflation or housing prices. Because Trudeau deeply cares about censorship. It's actually his number one issue. And I want to show you a New Democrat member of parliament who just has a really weird angle here. I don't think this is accurate, talking about 1 million followers, but even if it was, it's really weird here. Without further ado, let's play that NDP MP.
Well, we started with a bill called C10, which was definitely a worse bill. And I think what the member's referring back to is our concerns we were expressing at that time. And so some of the changes that came in C11 reassured us. And one of those changes is the very one the Conservatives are harping on, and that is the changes that made sure that user-generated content is not affected by this bill. Now, I think what they're ignoring there is there's an exception. If you're creating your own content and you have 1 million followers, 1 million subscribers, and you're making money out of that, then yes, we are going to have the CRTC have an ability to look at that. So it's not what the Conservatives are saying, is that we should have a blanket exemption that nobody who's making money on the internet has to report to anybody or be accountable for anything. And really that was one of the major improvements between the first version of the bill and the bill that we're now supporting.
You know, I think I just got stupider there. I don't think a word that guy said was accurate. I think that million thing was just something. I just don't even think that that's in the law. I'm not an expert in the same way that Michael Geist is. He's a professor of law, and especially law to do with the media and things like that. And he said this about, you can find this on Michael Geist's Twitter account. He said this: "Is it any wonder Canadian digital creators fear Bill C11? Here's NDP MP Randall Garrison saying the bill is much improved since creators with 1 million followers or who make money are subject to CRTC oversight. He's wrong. The bill regulates user content and subscriber numbers, not a threshold. But still, yeah, where's that, like that million, where he just made that up. He just made that up. He's so dumb. Even his opposition to it is dumb. And oh my God, we're doomed. But that isn't that right? I mean, speaking of dumb, I'm going to call Jagmeet Singh dumb. And it's not because he's a girl or a boy. It's because he's truly dumb. And I think he has the dumbest caucus, although those two liberals are giving him a run for the money. Here's another. This is scary. I think this is another New Democrat. An MP named Laurie Idlout from the far north. And there was sort of a vibe with Randall Garrison there that this is good, that people who are saying things should be regulated because we don't like other people to have power other than us, and we should be able to censor them. Here's Laurie Idlout basically saying, yeah, we like censorship. We like the fact that we can finally control those pesky people who think they can just talk freely. Who the hell do they think they are? Take a look at this video by another New Democrat.
And I thank the member for his question. I guess to put it simply, I very much prefer to have the CRTC determine what is reflected back, what they regulate regarding online streaming, as opposed to studio executives that are outside of this country. And that is what we're talking about in this bill, there's already been content regulation for TV. There's been content regulation for radio, and that content regulation needs to happen for online streaming because so many Canadians are online every day. Ayun na may ukaktitiye.
Content regulation. You heard her. So this isn't about a crime. Crimes are already covered, whether you do it in person, on the phone, in a newspaper, on the internet. Crimes are already. So it's not about crimes. It's not about taxes. You can make money in any way, but you're taxable. We're a for-profit company trying to make money. Whether we do it in a podcast, an email, or a video, you're still taxed. So she's not worried about financial matters. She's not worried about criminal matters. You heard her. She wants to regulate content. Now, one of the reasons why 80 years ago the CBC, all these regulations were put into effect is because it was thought that there was limited bandwidth, and there's some truth to that over the air radio. There were other reasons that are simply obsolete right now. There's unlimited bandwidth. There was also an idea, we need to boost Canadian content because otherwise it won't happen. Everyone's a content producer now. This is not about some noble reason. You heard 2 MPs in a row. This is about regulating what you say. And what you say is based on what you think, and what you think is based on what you believe, your conscience. This is about regulating your mind and your heart and telling you what you can or can't say, think, feel. That's C11. Don't take it from me. Take it from its supporters.
That's a clip from something we call Rebel News Daily. It's our daily live stream hosted by my friend David Menzies, but the show also includes a rotating cast of hosts and special guests, including me. It's a great way for us to talk about the news of the day as the news is happening in an unscripted fashion, and it's an awesome way for you to interact with us as well. We stream every weekday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain, wherever you find Rebel News. See you there.